rebellious gene, hacking a doctrine, capitalism in relation to free labor and slavery, hacking to the history of the bank is beating the ads, a mere act of joining the winning team. Hacking the desperation and loneliness, the history of community in the marketplace, hacking the land rights and ownership, hacking the business law proprietorship, hacking to ambition and greed, hacking the forms of government systems of control, the relation to suffering and sufferance, hacking the faith and morality, the treatment of one faith towards another, hacking the masculinity, femininity, sexuality, what is taught, what is felt, what is learned, what is shared, hacking the gods, stories of creation, serpents and eggs, hacking the nature, biodynamics, biodiversity, cycles and seasons, hacking the time, calendars, Descartes, its relationship to doubt, is it wired to fear, the notion of control, the space-time continuum, the force of gravity, whether the opposite of gravity is freedom. Hacking the freedom, power, responsibility, justice, the Bill of Rights. Hacking the coincidence, summer of '68, the 27 club, number of people with Facebook profiles, people choose to share, people share too much, people seem lonely, people want to connect, people want to uplift, people need uplifting, hacking the self-help, self-sufficiency, and self-indulgence. Hacking the crazy, hacking the lunatic, hacking the star, hacking the infamous, notorious, the effects of the construct of poverty on the psyche, the effects of the construct of race, the victims that survived. There is a panel marked survival. There is a panel marked survival. Three simple copper wires coiled round an orb, hacking to orbit equatorial landmines, useful and precious metals, coltan as cotton. Hacking the hazardous nuclear, blue clear, cloud forming fish farm, cow farts and pig shit, hacking the horse, industrial, digital, hacking the code, use your instrument as metaphor. Use your instrument as metaphor. Harness your craft. Hack into the mainframe. Dismantle definition, dogma and duty. Hack into destiny, hack into dreams. Subtext and subconscious. Hack into heart, cardio, Congo, blood rich in oil. Hack into suffering and despair. Into the unfair advantage of those lucky enough to be born into one family or another, into one condition or another. Hack into the circumstantial evidence that proves the obvious and weights the oblivious. Hack into birthright, bloodlines, royal and tainted. Hack into superstition, old wives' tales, the rituals of the shaman. Hacking the DNA. Coiling serpent, chemistry, the pharmaceutical industry, the modern day rape of the forest, the time it takes for modern man to determine whether ancient women were foolish or not. Hack into the database, hack into the subconscious, the panel marked survival. Hack into celebrity. Hack into the cultural development of taste. Hack into violence, fear, ignorance. How are they linked? answer me. If I hadn't come, if I hadn't doubted, worried, feared, lost my way, if I hadn't have kissed you, if none of this were real, if it all had no meaning, if my prayers were in vain, if integrity were nothing more than a branch of the ego, and dreams just an excuse we use to escape the eternally real pain, suffering, death, betrayal, pain, suffering, death, betrayal, pain, suffering, death, betrayal. If all that was good was simply a lie, would this moment feel any different? Here, now? Your body so close, I feel the sweat of your pores entering mine. And this kiss, and this, would this then be heaven? Love? Listen. Every dream does come true if you hold it close. And there is a boundary beyond which ego cannot persist. Come with me. If you cannot walk, let me carry you. I want to show you what I've found. The dream I had as a child has blossomed into a castle. Your dreams have blossomed too. And all that is missing from its sacred grove is you. Come. It appears you've lost your map. Let me draw one on your belly, here on your thigh. We'll all be clear when the paint dries. As if thighs were parentheses. What my fame affords me, I will use to spread the light that is caused by the book that burns to clean the air at night. There are some that would save the book and others that would write. There are those who would die for it and soldiers who would fight. I've learned of this book that burns and it cannot be helped. There are words that will catch a flame as others tend to melt. There are phrases, soft terms of speech that shape flesh to the bone. There are ways of our saying things that shape truth into poems. Perhaps they outline a shape in fact already there. Like the face of my sweet beloved framed by unruly hair. And these strands are just words combined to comb through with your eyes. They are wigs over mountaintops. The snow that draws the eyes. Is it a quest for celebrity? Validation? A desire to be seen as one who counts, to be among the counted, a limited number of seats given to some, denied to others? The latest American religion taking off where Scientology left off. The great mind control, the belief you can become, the belief that you can know. Is it a matter of cultivating envy, making others wish they could have what you have? Live the life you live, the God of those who beat the odds. Cultivating talent, investing 10,000 hours, cultivating ideas or exploiting them. Thinking of what others have not thought of, making communication easier, exploiting the unknown, fulfilling people's unwanted desires, making them feel they can't live without something they have always lived without? Is it self-actualization or self-image actualization? Is it the desire to see one's name in print or in lights? Do the successful escape the everyday travails of worry, disappointment, debt, and doubt? Heroes, mothers, martyrs. Is it about self-sacrifice or having to sacrifice nothing? Is it about changing the times in which we live? Exercising compassion through entrepreneurial individualism, striking gold, being of service, the golden rule, divine intentions, raising families that share those intentions? Is it more about ambitions than intentions? Setting a goal, having a drive, libido? Are we acting out a sexual fantasy to control, to dominate, to be controlled, to be dominated? Is it about philosophy, described and prescribed patterns of thought, delineating a structure, a framework? Are we talking to ourselves? Are we addicted? Cultivating addiction? Should we replace weed with tobacco or tobacco with weed? Water with wine or wine with water? Sugar with honey or agave? Meat with tofu? Ridding ourselves of toxins? Is that it? Ridding ourselves of the unwanted, the undesirable, the unhealthy? Are your thoughts simply an echo of how you feel? Are your feelings as good as thoughts? Can you distinguish between the two? What is the purpose? Money? Does that solve the problem? What is the problem? What is the question? Well, how I ask the question determine the answer. What time is it? Who set the clock? Who coded, decoded time? Are there different ways of keeping it? What is the standard? What is the guiding principle? Get rid of fear. Every individual knows what it feels like. Everyone is wrapped in their own ambitions, beliefs, timelines, and connections. You can make as much sense of it as you wish or retreat into a shell of beliefs and disbeliefs. You observe, take action, build, contribute, sit back, doubt, grow fat through comfort or through worry. What if nothing you are convinced of is actually the case? What if it works the way it does in your presence because it's what you expect of it? What if the truth is not enough? What if it's not enough to be sincere in your actions and deeds? If you must also learn to listen and not to blame, to see your own faults and not list those of others? What if the other is a lie? If nothing is original, unique, or without purpose? What if it means that you must sometimes sit in silence and not defend yourself? What if you are not alone and alone? Unable to see the reason or understand, and your understanding in all of its glory manages to still get in the way? What if your mind works against you? What if it is simply not your time, and the stars are right where they belong for it all to make sense, and you choose not to believe it? You choose not to believe it. What if you are too tired to write or think, and the music is too loud to concentrate or fall asleep? What if when you turn off the music, your mind starts to orchestrate the silence, and every creak of wood, the wind through trees, the call of birds, your heartbeat is enough to dance? Dance.